Fresh starts, new beginnings. This is what the month of January is about, right? Well, this year wasn't just a new chapter in my book, it was also a new chapter in my life as I moved 2 states away from where I had lived my entire life. Of course, in the middle of such a gigantic change is the perfect time to write a book, right? If you're new here, thanks for joining me. I'm Caitlin King and I write YA Christian fiction. In this series, I'm vlogging about my latest novel, A Year of Miracles. Is it any wonder that my house is still covered in boxes? No matter how many times I move, I never know the best way to quickly get unpacked. I'm one of those people who actually struggles to work in a messy environment, so I've had a hard time getting into writing again. So I tried something new last night. I saw that the local library had a writing group that meets once a week. I was a little nervous, but I went anyway. It was so much fun. The writing group is very chill. They alternated between silently working and geeking out over the best movies and TV shows to watch if you're a writer. I will definitely be going back again. I find it really funny how much I love the snow in comparison to the native Idahoans. My writing group decided to have a cabin fever escape all-day writing event. Cabin fever? What's that? I've been playing in the snow every chance I get. Nevertheless, I went to the library and wrote all day. The best part was when someone kept complaining that she couldn't figure out an action scene, so we all got up and acted it out for her until she could see the whole mental picture. I probably could have gotten more done if I had stayed focused the entire time, but honestly, I really enjoyed spending the day with new friends. One of the reasons why we moved, without going into too many details, was for health reasons. We've made a lot of changes. My favorite of which is my morning smoothie. Another new thing in my health journey has been adding supplements and vitamins to my diet. For anyone who hates protein powder, I can tell you that Phorm's protein powder is so smooth and doesn't leave that aftertaste that most protein powders do. My husband tried it first and liked it so much that he became an affiliate for it. So if you'd like to give it a try, I'll drop his link below. One thing I always wanted to do was archery. My characters do it, and I've always dreamed of doing it too. I finally bit the bullet and bought myself a bow. This is my new favorite hobby. The best part is, I always come away from it inspired to write a new scene. I've officially hit chapter 17. The last book was 44 chapters long, so I'm anticipating a similar amount this time, which means I'm almost to the muddy middle. Man, I hate this part. It's nothing specifically about the book itself so much as just this part of any book. I actually talked to my writing group about it, and we all agree that we hate writing the middle. It feels like pulling teeth trying to write now. I am beyond thankful for the King's Daughter writing camp. Unlike NaNoWriMo, it happens 3 times in a year, which means there are 3 months throughout the year when I tell myself it is time to get serious. I've set my goal as 50 chapters. Some of that is part of the first draft and some of that is part of the second. I always handwrite my first draft since I just think better with a pen in my hand. However, there's only so much creative energy in the day. Therefore, in order to speed up my progress, I've started the typed draft as well. Since I'm only copying what was already written, the process is much quicker. I am currently sitting outside a CrossFit gym as my husband participates in a competition. In the words of my friend, I must really love this man. In all honesty, I am so proud of the progress he has made this year. His confidence has grown by leaps and bounds, and I'm happy to come support him today. But let's be honest, I have a goal to meet. Therefore, I'm sitting outside writing anytime he's not actively competing. Good to know I can work in such a distracting environment. Camp is over, and I am proud to say that I've met my goal. The book isn't done yet, but I did get 50 collective chapters done. And I pushed through the muddy middle. Hopefully not much longer now. Fingers crossed. It's like a train going downhill. The closer I get to the end of a novel, the faster I seem to write. Coincidentally, it's the same way when I'm reading. I've seen a meme that says the second half of a book is always shorter than the first, and I tend to agree. I've moved from getting 3 scenes done a night to 4 to 5 scenes done. Part of that is because I'm at the part of the story where there's more action. So I want to find out what is happening just as much as my readers would. And the other part is because the scenes are shorter in an effort to hasten the pacing. I'm hoping I'll be able to get the book done soon. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this a long time. I've also moved to writing the next draft, so that's worked out fairly well, and I might overlap these 2 stages in the future as well. I want this book done so badly. All of you who have been begging me to finish the book already, I am right there with you. Every week when I look at my tasks for the week, I have a split moment that thinks, maybe I can double up this week and get it done a lot faster than I thought. And every week I give in to that temptation to try it, I'm wrong. I will say that the last couple of weeks I've been able to get an extra couple of scenes here or there done in the week, which means my completion date has moved up, just not as much as I would like it to. Finally! Last night, I finished the full draft. I thought I would finish it earlier in the week, but I ended up coming down with something and was stuck in bed for 2 days. As soon as I felt better, I forced myself to get the book finished. It's funny because I should feel relief, but all I can think is that I need to get the typed version done too. Which, at least I'm already halfway done with that. Editing is the stage of writing that I hate the most, so I have changed up my writing process to include editing along the way. Whenever I sit down to write, I reread and edit what I wrote the day before, or several days, depending. Then, when I transition to the typing phase, I edit as I go as well. This time I started typing before the draft was finished, and I think I will do that in the future as well. During my last update, I said I was halfway through the typed version already. And I was. But at some point the other night, we lost power and apparently I hadn't hit save in a couple chapters. No idea how I didn't, but it happens. And yes, I know about autosave, but that apparently wasn't turned on either. Therefore, I had to rewrite those chapters, trying to remember the edits I made last time. Oh, the joys of writing. frustrated right now, and I have no one to blame but myself. I wanted to have the book typed and sent to my editor by this week at the latest, though I would have preferred to have it done by actually last week, but that didn't happen. I was able to sell some of my books at a ladies' meeting last week, and I'm heading to another one this weekend, which is why I wanted all of this done and out of the way. But on the other hand, preparing for the events is what slowed down my progress. So I'm frustrated that the book isn't done yet, but also I think I wrote myself into a corner as well. As I was working on the last draft, I got to a part where I needed a huge conflict to happen that I hadn't set up. I needed a way for the island princess to frame the maid for having a relationship with Althalos. At the time, I wrote in that she hired a thief to break into Althalos's room and steal the engagement present the princess gave him and put it in the maid's stuff to accuse Althalos of giving it away to a lowly servant. The only thing is, I hadn't written a scene where the princess had given him a gift. So I made a note to add it in when I worked on the next draft. It was future Kate's problem. Well, now future Kate is annoyed. I was writing that scene last night. When the princess arrived, I had Althalos get down on one knee to propose, then had the princess ignore his proposal to give him her gift instead. I loved this addition as it allowed me to state the name of one of the servants that will be important later. And it showed her making a power move by ruining his proposal. She never accepts the ring, and my thought was that I can have him passively leave it on her nightstand. But then I thought, wouldn't it be better for her to use the ring then to frame them? She could put it in the maid's stuff and say he gave it to her, and since no one saw him leave the ring for the princess in her room, no one would know that she had possession of the ring. It would be her word against his. In that case, do I even need her to give him the engagement gift? Does it fit now? I don't know what to do. Tonight is my writing group, so I'm planning on taking this problem to them and getting their advice on it. I'll update you when I know more. Okay, so my writing group totally changed what I thought I was going to do. We decided I should keep both the gift and the ring, though I'm still debating on if I want her gift to him to be a ring as well, but other than that, my writing group suggested that I give the maid a secret that will be revealed towards the end. Also, that she won't be a one-off character like I thought, but that she will actually come back in a later book. So technically the plot hole is fixed now, and I think the story is better for it. Of course, this did slow down my progress a little, so yeah, it will be another week before it is done. It's done! Oh, it's such a relief. I should celebrate, maybe with chocolate. It is a huge weight off of my shoulders that it is finally done. I know that the next phase is the one I hate the most. Editing. Stay tuned for a vlog on that nightmare. Thanks for watching. Bye.